Hello, Jose. Kevin.
Salim. And I am DJ StereOtype, and you're watching SubUrban Underground. Okay, hi everyone. I'm so excited to have you guys here. This is part of the cast and the directors, producers of the fantastic new documentary Strike a Pose. So Kevin, let's start with you. We already introduced ourselves, but let's just like do a formal introduction so everybody knows who we are.
Hi, I'm Kevin Stea from Los Angeles.
And what's your sign?
Oh, I'm a Libra.
And what's one thing you
You're
love
a
to do?
producer. Oh, what do I love to do? It's gonna sound so typical. Shop.
Hi, I'm Salim Gauwloos. I live in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and my favorite thing to do is hang out with dogs.
And what's your sign?
Sign Sagittarius.
Ooh, my mom's
Double, triple Sagittarius, yeah.
So you're intense.
So get ready.
Oh, God.
Hi, I'm Jose Gutierez. I'm an Aquarius,
Mm.
and I'm at my best when I'm dancing. It's one of my best. As corny as that sounds.
No,
Yeah.
that's not corny.
I'm Reijer. I'm from Amsterdam. I'm a Capricorn. I
Mhm.
don't know what it means, but I am.
I'll tell you all about yourself.
yeah,
later.
I know.
Thank you. I'm a journalist and filmmaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Ester Gould. I directed the film together with Reijer. I was born in Scotland, but I've been living in Amsterdam for ages.
Okay.
So I've kind of gone Dutch.
Okay.
Trying.
What does that mean? I'm a Taurus. Is that right?
Yeah,
Taurus.
Taurus.
Taurus. I'm on the. I'm Taurus.
Taurus.
No.
Taurus.
Like that.
Taurus. Taurus. That's like a Puerto Rican last name. Taurus. Taurus.
No,
Okay.
you have to know. I'm on the
Yes.
exact verge of an Aries and Taurus.
Aries.
That means
Oh,
something,
that
right?
does mean something.
It's on the day when
By your
I
sign.
also-
Means great filmmaking.
it means you're good at filmmaking. I also share my birthday with Adolf Hitler, which is
Oh,
a
shit.
reason
Oh, wow.
Oh,
not to
wow.
be
After
too
her.
out on astrology.
Okay.
What is your sign?
Yeah.
I'm DJ StereOtype. My real name's Brian though, and I'm a Cancer.
A Cancer.
Yeah. And it's true.
And
Yeah.
what do you like to do? What are your likes?
I like to do so many things.
Right?
I do write, actually. I really love writing. And I love long walks. And the crazy thing is I like to walk in the winter in New York because I feel like the air is fresher.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
You
like,
seem like you do a lot.
It's less
I
dirty.
do.
Like a lot of things.
we'll talk.
Yeah.
We should be friends. You're here in New York, right?
Yeah, based out of New York.
It's done. This is a thing. Okay, so let's get into this. So I'm taking it you guys are like Madonna fans, and Truth or Dare meant a lot to you, or means a lot to you?
We're more Truth or Dare fans and Blonde Ambition fans.
Okay.
So we're more fans of these
Of
guys.
these
And
guys.
interested in them and what they are about and what they stand for and
Right.
what they have been standing for over 25 years.
So were you guys just like sitting around the house like, I wonder what they're doing? And like that was like the process that led to this?
Esther's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, for years you were like.
Yeah, I was
what
just
are they
wondering because they have been out there and
Mhm.
made such an impression on so many people, and on me and on Esther as well.
Right.
So where would they be now? What
Right.
would they be doing? And what happened to the guys that meant so much for so many people?
Right.
That was the very basic thought. And
Right.
then we started talking
And we
about
constantly
it.
thought someone else must be also wondering, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we, when we got in touch with them, there was one moment when Perez Hilton wrote something on Twitter like, somebody needs to do a documentary. We were like, no.
Shut up!
Before we met. Yeah.
Perez is so messy. Like,
I just ready to blow it
girl,
outside.
shut up.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, so that I'm sure throughout the years, especially with social media becoming a thing, people have reached out to you prior to this.
Just crazy.
Right. Because, I mean, like, and I don't want to, this is no shade and, you know, not trying to age you at all, But to a lot of people,
Watch it.
no,
Be
listen,
good.
no, it's very youthful. Everybody's
It was a
sitting.
good time.
We're
Thank
shooting
you.
HD. I see it up close. They look great.
It's gel lighting.
Yes. No, but in a way, and I mean, you
Yeah.
guys are very young, but I think because of the timing of the Blonde Ambition tour,
Yeah.
there was certainly no artist that was, I think, as big of an ally at the time for gay people.
Absolutely.
So the platform that it gave you guys is amazing, and you guys were teenagers, early 20, like all of that.
Babies.
So you're still very young. With
Yeah.
that said, for a lot of people, they sort of like, you know, have looked up to you in a way. You guys are kind of like, I don't know, fairy godmothers to people or something. I'm wondering, prior, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, Truth or Dare was very, very revolutionary. But who were like, did you have any like gay idols or like anybody that you looked to when you were coming up?
Honestly, no. I mean, I didn't really, there was not that much representation in the media, so it wasn't like you look and go, oh, there's that gay person I can look to and go, oh, they're an example of what I want to be or what I can be or what's possible for me. It wasn't out there. I mean, even as an Asian American, it was like, okay, Bruce Lee, maybe. Like,
Right.
There just wasn't that much like diversity. In
Right,
film.
representation.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys were my idols. I mean, they were the ones
Oh,
I looked to.
see.
They were the ones I looked to guide the way of, you know, what is that world and how do you navigate it?
Right,
You know, that was really it.
right. What about for you?
I don't know, you know, I went to a ballet school in Antwerp, Belgium, and role models as far as gay, I don't know, you know, I was always gay. I never was in the closet. I was brought up, even when I was 5, I was gay, you know, so as far as gay role models, I think my mom was my role model, you know, and who let me do and who helped me support being gay as a teenager with the bullying and everything. So I would say my mom is my gay role model. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you?
Oh my God.
I mean, you're in New York, like.
Yeah, so the scene, everything was like
Yeah.
a role model in a way to me, you know, whether it was my dancing, going to High School of the Arts here in New York, you know, here's a school that I would see on TV growing up as a kid in a show, and I was about to go there, so
Did you
going
go to
there,
LaGuardia?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so going there and seeing the different things, and then my parents were also like, thank God, so like, warming to everything. They looked at it as this is his creative process. I know not a lot of kids get to do that, you
Right.
know. So I was very fortunate that way. So yeah, and then the scene, the voguing scene, the ballroom scene, is where I drew my inspiration, and I just combined everything that inspired me, and you know, and it attracted the attention of some people. I don't know.
You guys have been working professionals like as dancers for a while now, and to me kind of like came up in the golden era of like music videos and like pop culture for
Visual.
me. For,
Yeah.
certainly. I don't
Yeah.
think they do it to that level anymore.
They don't.
What was your favorite part of, I guess, being a part of the industry at the time? Like kind of like gigging to gig. Like what was that like and what did you really enjoy about that?
Well, I really enjoyed the fact that it was a much smaller community, so there was a lot less to pull from. So it wasn't like you were battling 500 people for every job.
True,
You
yeah.
could go in and there were like 15 people. You knew them all. It was very supportive. You could like clap each other on, and then and everybody was working. There were tons of jobs. If you
And
weren't in a
different
video,
creativity,
yeah, it
different
was just
characters of
different
people.
styles, and it was
So
much more
yeah,
diverse.
variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that about that period. There's like a million videos going on every day.
Right.
And those are all like fantasy moments. Like,
And well, I was wondering, was there like a beef between pop artists? Because like we've all seen the clip of Madonna or of Janet, like, well, what I do is classy. Was there like beef between like dance cats? Like, oh, you
Yeah.
dance for Madonna, honey.
Yeah.
You're not coming over.
Yeah.
There was.
There was, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially at that time when the two biggest, you know, it was there wasn't as many. So,
Yeah.
you know, to be female pop icon, you know, there weren't as many, so it meant a big deal. So, of course, these
Yeah.
camps were like, you know,
Right.
like, yeah, we were like,
Scam
With the nation
Janet,
versus-
Paula Abdul, and like all these
because it was like
Amps,
the
yeah.
3 dance girls were kind of like Madonna, Janet, and Paula.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like A-list at the time.
Performing, yeah,
Right.
like that
Yeah.
gave that dance and like
Right.
Yeah.
that broke it down.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you,
so, yeah.
well, I mean, you guys did go on to work with other people after the gig.
yes.
But so during the period of Blonde Ambition, maybe a little after, the girls weren't seeing it. if
Yeah,
they
it was
weren't from
very
Madonna.
competitive because, like
Okay.
Kevin said, there weren't many of us, so the camps were,
You're mine.
Yeah, right.
And then we were very loyal to our crew, you know,
Right.
because again, I'm from New York, the ball scene, we're like we
Right.
stick like glue, you
Right.
know. So I brought that element into to these guys, and
Yeah.
forget it, it was a battle. Like, yeah, because we would run
Interesting.
into them at award shows.
Yeah.
And then Janet would perform, Madonna would. Am I
Yeah.
speaking too long?
No, keep going.
So it's funny. So it was a big deal. I remember we opened MTV.
Yeah.
You know, and they were closing. So the opening is everything, right? So oh my God, do you remember
Yeah.
this guy?
Yes. Are you gonna say the story? Are you gonna say the story? Can we say it?
Yeah, it's just like it was just so
I can't.
intense. It was just very intense. Like it was a lot of fun, not harmful than anything. but
Right.
Just showing our talents and what
Yeah.
our production and what we were working on.
Right.
And I'm sure them as pop artists felt the same, but never really got to express that.
Right.
So Madonna kind of liked that. We were like that.
Right,
She was like
right.
that too.
Yeah.
Call up, Bill. Yeah, I remember her. Yes, like, don't talk to her.
I remember, like, and I remember they were sitting in the audience and we were opening MTV, which is the big Marie Antoinette movie.
Oh wait, they were. There was that performance.
Yeah, it was
Oh, I thought
that.
they were
Like, that's where we
dancing.
came. Yeah, and they were in the audience because they went on last. I remember it so vividly.
Yeah.
And
Were they like
we-
stone faced?
And I remember, because we were like, what are they gonna do? They've been voguing all year. Are they gonna do Vogue again?
Right.
How boring
Right.
was the word on the dance circuit. You know? Yeah. And we was like, we got a trick for you guys.
Right.
And so I remember when we went on, everyone was sitting down, they do their commercial thing and the camera set up. And when we came out and those curtains opened, everyone just stood up.
Yeah.
Oh, they just rose.
stood. Yeah. The
Queen is here.
Yeah, like once they heard that first initial introduction of the
The first
song,
string.
Yeah, and they were like,
love it.
it was like, well, that was the moment for me, and we looked at them like,
Bring it.
I love. And so you guys are. So what did the Blonde Ambition tour mean for you to pick this up 25 years later? Like, how did it influence and inspire you guys personally?
Well, Reijer was 11, correct? I was a little older.
Okay.
I was like 16 or something.
Okay.
And it came out in Holland in the cinemas. So we, or did you see it in the cinema? Yeah, you watched it. But we weren't friends then.
Mm-hmm.
We only became friends recently because of this film. But we both saw it, and I guess in different ways. I mean, I felt it was liberating, and I think for me it has a lot to do with these guys because they were not one type.
Mm.
So you had this rich scale of gay dancers, and they were everything, and they were all colors and all sizes and all
Right.
sensitivities, and so I think there's something very liberating about that. I mean, we often say that Madonna really did a great job on casting our film.
Right.
Yeah, right?
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
No, it's just a world. We saw a world where everything is possible and everybody can be who he is, and it just seemed like there's no real boundaries, and that's very liberating, even to an 11-year-old, and not
absolutely.
identifying as gay at that moment, like oh that's me, but more like the world where everything is possible. That was very jaw dropping, and I wanted to see it again over and over and over.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think I'm probably slightly younger than you, if you were 11. But the first time I saw it, I probably saw it way too young. I was like 7.
You were supposed to.
I was like 7, gagging. Yeah, I shouldn't have been watching it. Well, I should have, because it led us here, but, you know. It wasn't really that bad, but I remember, I mean, I'm a lot like you, as in I knew very early, I identified. And at 6, 7, like 5, 6, 7, it's like, for me, I wasn't able to be out. So it was always this little thing in the back of your young mind, like, oh my God, like, nobody can know this. So watching that movie was really liberating for me, even at that very young age. It was the first time I'd ever saw two guys kiss. It was the first time that I'd really just seen, like, gay people in their, like, just in their own elements,
Just being.
opposed to like being a drag queen or being the punchline on a sitcom or
Interior decorator.
exactly. And it's I think for a lot of us it was aspirational. Like even if it's not like I want to be a dancer, it's like I want to have friends like that. I want to be free. I want to
I like that.
carry. You know,
Have someone on your side like Madonna who supports you. I
Right.
think that's why a lot of people would like look to us sort of bit like a family. Like, oh my God, I want to be them because that to have that on your side is really powerful.
Right. So in the documentary, HIV/AIDS comes up, as in 3 of the dancers on the tour were dealing with that. And what I found really, really interesting is that everybody kept it secret. So the 3 of you, nobody knew, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I wanted to ask, this is a little bit of a different question, maybe even a little bit out of the documentary, but I feel like HIV and AIDS culture it's changed so much and it's steadily changing. So I can imagine, and there's still stigma and fear, and it's still
ways to go.
It's still like considered probably one of the worst things that could happen to a gay man, you know. But a lot has changed. I'm wondering, because you got your diagnosis in 1987.
87, yes.
And was Carlton?
Carlton was 85.
85.
Yeah,
and then Gabriel, did Gabriel know while he was on
He
the
knew,
tour?
he knew, I'm sure he did.
I
but
think
he
so
didn't
too. I
share.
think we
So
all
basically,
know.
they all
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
no one said anything.
Nobody said anything, so you
And
couldn't
all that
even be
camaraderie.
allies or supportive to each other.
And at that time, you know, it was just like, you know, we didn't really want to, it wasn't the right time to talk about it. You know, what I mean, being such a great project with Madonna, you know, it was just like, you know what, nobody wanted to talk about it. And a lot of times, you know, in getting to the groove, we were put together.
Yeah.
It was Carlton, Gabriel, and myself,
God.
and that's when she
What
does
a
the whole
great
like
view.
that.
I never
Put
looked
a
at
color
that.
on your willy, you know, all of that, and I used to go like, and I can imagine how the other guys felt, you know, yeah. But it just wasn't the right time, you know. I mean, people wouldn't even drink from the same glass. People wouldn't even go to the same bathroom, you know, with
Yeah.
HIV people, because there was just not enough research about it, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, how do you, because I mean for me, as a same gender loving man, I mean, I'm born in 85, so like all I know is like HIV and AIDS. So that was like tethered to my sexuality before I even developed one. So like literally, you know, if I had a hookup and coughed the next day, I was like, I'm dying! Ah! What is this? Like, you know, like literally, like I'm just starting to enjoy sex without the fear of death, like about 5 years now. Honestly.
So funny.
But it's interesting.
true.
It's
It's
interesting.
so,
You
like-
know, like back in the day, all gay porn was condoms. If you came across something that was
Right.
bareback, you were gay.
Yeah, it wasn't as much now.
You know, like what?
yeah.
Well, I'm hard pressed to find anything with a condom nowadays.
Oh, then
damn
you
near.
don't. It's belonging
Okay.
to these newer generations.
Well, then also with PEP and PrEP and this new generation of gays who have RuPaul's Drag Race and the internet and like all of these pop stars, and it's just like it's damn near not a. It's like it's not a
It's
thing.
not what it at all.
How does
It's crazy.
having come from that generation of like the stigma being that strong and it being that scary, how do you guys feel about this shift?
I think it's great, no? I mean, it's a great
In a
shift.
way,
I mean,
it's
thank
great.
God.
In a way, it's great, but in a way, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, there are all these medications in that aspect of it. I mean, and stuff like that. But seeing what goes on in the newer generations, they feel like, because like you said, there's PrEP and there's medications if you have it. Take this medication if you don't. That makes everything okay. Gone are the images of those scary images that you saw, that I saw, and growing up as a kid, where you know no one knew what was that. You know, what is it? Who knows? Does he look like he looks like he does? Oh my God! Did you see this spot? So those images are gone. You're like, no, but you got what I'm saying,
It's
right?
true, no,
Those
totally.
images. So now it's about, you know, oh, I got my PrEP. Oh, you know, I'm undetectable, and that's all great because it minimizes the being open to it, catching it or whatever.
Right.
But these kids, they're like,
Yeah.
they're thinking on how they can get it done, you know, and
Yeah.
there's something to be said for that because no one is afraid anymore.
Right.
You know?
Which is
and
great.
all the benefits that are coming now with this, things are not that bad. You know, we have all these benefits now where, you know, they Medicaid, medical benefits, which is all great. Medications are there that you take one pill. Instead of the 15, 20 pills that
Right.
they had to take back then.
Yeah.
And depending on who you reacted, you could have died just from taking it because your system.
Yeah.
So they've
Because
progressed.
I remember, I mean, I got diagnosed in '87 and I didn't take anything till '97, till I like literally dropped half dead and they had to rush me to the hospital.
Wow.
And on
Yeah.
tour, you looked
On tour,
amazing.
yeah, because I was in such a
So
denial.
beautiful.
You know? I was
I
just
mean,
like, okay,
that's
this doesn't
beautiful.
exist.
I mean,
You know?
Everybody.
But then
yeah.
I remember when I started taking medication in '97, it was like 24 pills a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a lot because I had virus septum, you had to take that 3 times a day, and that was already like 9 pills, you know. But I mean, me coming, you know, that 10 years, I did so many drugs in those 10 years. So popping more pills.
So on top of the 24.
It's not like
Do not blame that on your doctor.
But still, you know, the fact is, you know, people are still dying from it, you know. We
Yeah.
just lost another friend of our house,
Yeah.
you know.
What house are you in?
A house of extravaganza, he's the father. Yeah.
Oh.
for years.
And he's my sister, so he gets me get away with a lot of shit. But you know, so it's still out there, you know, and
Yeah.
I just think, you know, you still die from it. People still die from it till this day, you know. Yeah. And the medication, I know I feel like I always repeat myself, but it's not for everybody. You know, it doesn't work for everybody. Like some other medication, it just doesn't work for everybody.
It's such a Pandora's box when you get onto this subject. And I think nobody knows more, obviously, than gay men because it's so pointed at us, you know?
Yeah.
But switching to a little bit of a lighter subject. I was wondering, prior to the tour, and even you guys, were you guys like into Madonna before you booked this job, or were you particularly fans of her?
Me, no. I mean, I knew of her because my girlfriend, before I used to dress like her and looked a lot like her, and then I got like a prayer because Prince had a song with her on there, and I'm a big,
Right.
huge, gigantic monster Prince fan.
Right.
So that's where she came onto my radar. I didn't know how big or famous she was until we were actually on the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know, I definitely wasn't a fan, no, in the beginning, no. And I would say the first song I ever liked of Madonna was Live to Tell.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I remember with the audition, I was like, oh, I don't want to go. And then my friend kept saying, you should go, you know, because I mean, I really wasn't, I have to, you know, it's more like a Janet Jackson and a Paula Abdul. I just wanted to like trash my hair and everything. Madonna, I was
Hit those angles.
yeah, you know, all of that, you know. But then coming to work with her and then Jose, you know, listen to her music all the time.
I
I
was-
learned
You were a fan.
so many
Yeah, because
Spanish
from New
eyes, all
York.
of these songs,
Yeah,
you know,
because
and
I
I
was-
became kind of a fan.
Yeah, it was crazy
Yeah.
because I knew her. I didn't know her, but the club scene in New York, Danceteria, all those spots that when I first went to them, of course, underage, you know, but
Right.
yeah, I was there and, you know, I knew of her music, you know, and the DJ played her music, her songs, Holiday and all that stuff was very popular in the club scene, so I would hear her music. I never knew that she was going to get that famous throughout the years, and I was
Right.
going to get to work with this woman that I danced to her track,
Right.
you know, on one night, and she's just there, and I'm like, oh, that's that white, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good music. So
Right.
yeah, I became a fan, and even when I got the opportunity to work with her, it was like, are you kidding me?
Right.
You know,
Right.
like that's like a dream coming true. Not even. I didn't get a chance to dream about it. It happened. Like it was
Right,
just
it
like
just- yeah.
I never knew. Put it to you like that. It was not something that I went to audition for. I
Right.
met her at the club. And she was like, I want you to come on tour, and I like this voguing thing
That's
that you
crazy.
do. Yeah. So if I would have been a fan, I would have been at that tour. So
Yeah.
yeah, I liked her music.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me,
Some of the other
that
dancers are
I was
bigger
gonna,
fans.
I was gonna.
We didn't get the group of super fans. What about you guys? Were you guys on the Madonna train prior, or is like Blonde Ambition like what got you into her? Or
I mean, I just remember watching MTV all afternoon. That's the age I grew up in. And I was more a fan of how controversial she was. than of her music.
Right.
Yeah.
So like Kevin, I was a bit more of a Prince fan. And I remember my dad was always saying, she can't sing. The woman
Everyone
can't
always
sing."
say
Well, she
that.
can't
Everybody
really
says
sing.
that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a sound.
so, you know, you
Yeah, it's more than that.
Yeah.
It's more than that,
Yeah.
I agree. But I, from an early age, I was a big fan of how she was pushing the envelope.
Okay.
I was a Michael Jackson fan.
Okay.
I secretly listened to my sister's Walkman like a virgin.
Okay.
I remember that. And when my stepmother at the time, she took us to see Truth or Dare. And I
Mhm.
remember thinking, why would I want to see a film about Madonna?
Mm-hmm.
And then stepping out thinking, can we go back in and see
See
the
it.
show again?
You have really
it
good
wasn't
skin.
really-
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just looking. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, what else should we talk about? Ooh, I have a question. How has the business changed throughout the year? Well, I know you have you've worked with so many artists. If y'all don't know, he's worked with Beyonce, Rihanna, Michael, Janet. So like whatever beef happened over Madonna is a non-factor for you at least.
Yeah, for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He made friends.
Yeah.
He made friends with them. Yeah.
Right. But obviously everybody has been working. So how has the business changed from those days to now?
God, not much. The paychecks are even lower.
Are you serious?
Seriously, that's one of my biggest beefs with the industry is that these kids, they're working twice as hard for a shorter amount of time, and they're expected to do all of this for even less money than we were earning then.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, I've been fighting all these years for our rights and to get things unionized and everything, but it's harder to be a person and not just a body. I think back now it's like you're just energy and muscles in the background, something sexy, attitude in the back, and you're not a person, you're not an artist as much as we were allowed to be.
So it feels like people are just more replaceable because it's
think,
like
yeah.
because you guys were really personality. So if you book
Yeah.
something, this is we want you.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
But,
Okay.
but I also think, all of us, we came from a dancing background. I mean, we studied like 6-7 years to accomplish what we did, like, as example in Madonna's performance,
Yeah.
We trained for years and years. I think now everything is quick,
Yeah,
you do a
you
little
watch a
bumpy
video
step
and next
on
thing you know, you're a
YouTube,
dance
and you
teacher.
get 4 million, followers, and then
You're a
you
dance
do,
What's up,
teacher.
guys?
you do
I'm
a
teaching
video
you
with
heels
Stea,
class.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you stand in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm teaching a heels class at
dance
BB's
workshop, dance workshop. That's nice.
and half the choreography is like throwing your hair.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
like,
I think that's
come
why
take
I
my
got,
Ooh, thank you.
I think that's why I got into choreography too. Yeah, and I teach
Right.
at Broadway Dance Center too. Yeah, I'm a
Right.
faculty.
Oh, so
there.
you know what it is. You
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But I see the kids, and there's almost no more real teachers, now. There's no more students like Jose.
Everyone
said,
is a teacher.
Everybody is a master teacher.
Everybody's
You know
a
what?
master
How
at
old are you?
something.
18.
Does it feel?
And it takes like 13
I'm like,
years to even
yes.
be considered a professional dancer.
Right.
That's where I'm from.
So then does it feel like dancers are more egotistical? It's more about my Instagram and me, and it's
Who
not
you
less
know,
about...
Yeah, they hire their
When
friends.
you go
yeah.
to certain jobs, they ask you, how many Instagram followers do you have?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
You can't even
crazy.
get in about a certain number
That's
of followers.
crazy.
And
Isn't
teachers, a lot of teachers now teach to show off to their
Yeah.
students. They're not actually giving or teaching
Ah.
their students.
Yeah.
And the people that are in class are there to show up or get a job from the teacher who's going to do this other gig. And the teachers, there's no attention on them. The attention is on showing off how well they can do it to
Yeah.
get it on film, to
Yeah.
show it on video so they get more jobs.
I
and get
see.
more
How many
followers.
students I have in my class?
Wow.
Look at all my students. Look at all my students. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
was
Yeah.
just considering a dance career, but now
It's
Okay,
true.
we have a
Absolutely
few more
true.
minutes together. I was thinking we could play like a game.
Oh, true. I'm not kissing anybody.
Okay.
You're hugging. I'm married.
Let's do a... Okay, let's be real cliche and do a real quick game of truth or
Yes,
dare.
yes, yes.
I'm starting with you. Truth.
Really?
Yes, truth or dare.
Oh dear, dare.
Dare. Ooh.
Naughty girl.
I dare you to do a death drop. No, I'm just playing. Okay, I dare you to look into the camera and to sing Sing Vogue. Sing the first part of Vogue.
I need to know that.
I know.
Don't,
What you
don't,
know?
it's a lie. Just whatever you know, whatever you know.
Really, really.
She's like, really?
Oh God. Okay, here we go. Look around, all you ever see is magic.
Just look around. Open up the door. Okay, give her a round of applause. Truth or dare?
She said that.
Truth. Of the fabulous cast of beautiful men on this project.
No, don't let me do
You don't even know what he's gonna ask.
I don't know what I'm gonna ask.
Sure.
I can feel it.
Who do you think would be the best husband? Not necessarily for you, but just in general.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Who makes a good mate?
Who
right?
who do you think is prone to being able to give unconditional love in a productive way in a relationship?
Wow.
Nobody? That's terrible.
Just
Unconditional love?
Oh shit, okay.
It's so hard. I think
So I'm very loyal, thank you very much. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry you disrespected me. So rude and crispy.
You have to answer
I
that.
have to answer. but I don't
Answer.
know.
And we don't have much time. Come on, man.
For real, you done messed up already
Come
too,
on.
Reijer.
Clean it up.
No, I don't know. It's all of them.
All of
I
them.
feel unconditional love towards them.
You should say Oliver.
Oliver, I know.
Any movies, who would you say? Oliver has a good job.
All right.
He's the keeper, he has a good job.
Truth or dare?
I'm gonna pick, because I've been daring all throughout, I'm gonna pick truth. I want truth. Because I'm in this whole...
Okay. Did you guys have groupies? Do you still have groupies?
On tour, yes, we did. We had like people that would sit out and wait for us at the hotel and chase us a bit. Yeah, we did. And what?
Do you still have groupies? Do people still throw themselves at you?
It's scary because it happens, yeah. It's really weird, and I get these crazy messages sometimes too. And like videos.
It goes down in the DM.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like I get that. Not a lot, but I get it.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, it
Okay.
happens still. It's some scary stuff
Is that
sometimes.
festive? Is that fun for you? Do you
Yeah,
do you
I like
that?
it. I like
Okay.
it, honestly. Is that bad?
You should. No, that's awesome.
Because it's like really,
Isn't that half the reason to be in the business?
yeah,
No.
it's like, yeah. But no, yeah, it's very flattering.
Right.
You know, these photos that I get every now and then, and like, you know, but yeah.
I love it. Okay, truth or dare?
Okay, I normally would do truth, but I'll do dare to like mix it up.
Ooh, good.
All these
I feel
years.
very dirty right now.
I dare you to battle Morell in a Vogue battle.
That's right. But bro,
Morell got handled this though. Come on, Morell.
Just don't run me around them.
yeah, just arms, right?
We're just gonna have some fun.
Just some precision, some arms, you know.
I'm not very
You gotta be the announcer. I'll help.
Okay.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you the battle. Tonight, we have Salim, Extrava, and Dorvil, the House of BRIC,
You gotta work this right. That was good. Oh my god. Switches match.
They were so good together.
That was so cute. Yes. Good job.
How fun.
Okay, Kevin, truth or dare?
Because I'm a total win, we'll take truth.
What's been your favorite music video that you've been a part of?
For sheer craziness, Too Funky.
Too Funky?
George Michael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 6 days of madness, sit for free, locked in a big warehouse with all the supermodels and all
I'm like, you know George, right?
all of Terry's clothes, all the supermodels like kind of fighting each other when George and Terry started not getting along. And then Terry refused to stop shooting, so George put his bodyguards at the door and wouldn't let anybody leave.
Yeah, they
so
didn't
we
get
spent the
along,
night.
actually.
We
Oh
spent
my
the
God,
night
are you
in there.
serious?
All the supermodels on the floor, like it was hysterical. It was hysterical. And then it was like it came down to like the last 20 minutes of the video, and at 4 in the morning after 20 hours of shooting, and they're like, "Okay, we're playing the music, just go!" It was literally freestyle for 20 minutes nonstop while they repeated the music. And
It looked fun.
They were just
It
kind
looked
of
fun.
It was wild and crazy and fun. Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. Okay, so who wants to ask me?
Truth or dare?
Oh, okay. Okay, Slam. What do you guys think I should pick?
Dare.
Dare? I don't trust them though. Okay, dare.
You're right not to.
How dare you to battle with Jose?
Okay, y'all gotta give us the beat then.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Ready. And
Da 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 da. Da da.
Don't make me drop my wig. Oh my god. Oh my.
so good.
Okay, guys, that was so fun.
Yes.
Right?
I'm out of breath. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
You can get some love too. Come on in. Yay!
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
You know what I read? Morell thing in the movie?
What?
With Madonna, we said all that.
Oh wait, I have announcements.
For real pearls.
We have to. Do you want to end like that? Okay, so announcement. The movie Strike a Pose right now is at IFC until
The 26th.
the 26th. So between now and the 26th. Then the movie is coming to Brooklyn at the Alamo Theater. Brooklyn's in the house from the 27th
Correct.
until
A whole week.
the whole week. You guys gotta go. I've seen it. It's amazing. We love them.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure. Mwah. Till next time.